What is going on to you wonderful people out there? Welcome back to my channel. This is Elliot from MovieFiles, giving you an out-of-theater reaction / movie review for the new Transformers 1 animated film. So before we get into my thoughts, thank you for clicking on the video. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments on excitement level, anticipation level. Are you a Transformers fan? Were you looking forward to seeing this? And of course, like, share, and consider subscribing to the channel. So let me be honest, when I saw the trailer of this film a couple months ago, I was like, yeah, the franchise is just watered down for me at this point. Now, understand I'm a 90s kid. I grew up watching Beast Wars. I grew up watching all the Michael Bay films, but it's a franchise that's just kind of missed the mark for me in the last decade or so. There are some Transformers films that just are near and dear to my heart, but with all that being said, went into this with very low expectations, and I'm happy to say I came out a happy Transformers fan. I mean this when I say Josh Cooley and the production team behind this, the voice acting, really elevated this film because again, this is kind of a reaction / review. The first half of the film is slightly conventional. Like, there's some really interesting lore building, world building, introducing us to the scenario, introducing us to the characters before they become the characters we know in the franchise, the Megatrons, the Optimus Primes, the Bumblebees, and whatnot. And I don't want to say it was slow, but it just wasn't like hitting me the way I was hoping that it would from what I was hearing. Again, even with low expectations, I'm like, what did everyone see in this film that's coming out seeing this, saying it was so positive? But I'm telling you all, and pun intended when I say this, it transforms at a certain point. Like, without getting too much to the story, we meet Bumblebee, we meet Megatron and Prime before they become the legendary characters that we know, and they have this bond. More so Megatron and Prime are trying to break out of them being minors as they are on Cybertron and trying to become something different and create their own narrative. And on this journey, they come across some truths about Cybertron and what they've been doing. And again, that's the first half of the film, which again was somewhat conventional in my opinion. But once we hit the surface world, and you'll know what I mean when you see the film, again, the film just transforms to something that is just exhilarating. There's so much great heart that the film has. The voice cast, like I'm a Chris Hemsworth fan, but I'm like, come on, he's not going to replace Peter as Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. Like, I can't even do the impression, but he grew on me, man. Like, he really brought the leadership, the determination of the character that I love of Optimus Prime. Listen, Scarlett Johansson, ever since I heard her voice in Her, like, I just love her as a voice actor. She's really great. I love her character. Bumblebee, I love the fact that me growing up with Transformers, you never hear Bumblebee talk. So they did the subverted expectation where all he does is talk, and it really worked for me. Michael Keegan-Michael Key did a really good job. And then you have Tyree Henry. Listen, for my Atlanta fans out there, I go way back with Brian, man. He's one of my favorite actors. Him as Megatron at first, I'm like, all I can hear, very similar to Chris Hemsworth, all I can hear is the actors. And they weren't doing bad, but again, once this film hits a certain point, and he kind of makes a switch in his character, I bought into it, man. I bought into the deception of Megatron and the birth of the Decepticons. So I'm here to tell y'all, man, don't let the trailers fool you on this one. I know they have to market it to bring a newer generation into this franchise because, like I said, I feel like it's been kind of watered down in this past decade. But just trust in me. If you do respect my reviews, my opinion, this is a really good film. Like, again, as a Transformers fan, I love the subverting expectations and switching up the lore a little bit just to kind of fit within this narrative. And it really works. Again, it has heart. It has a really exhilarating action. The animation is solid. It doesn't like pop at you like a Spider-Verse, but it does have points where it is gorgeous, especially when they're in the surface world, and especially when there is a certain switch in the character. I like the visual flair that it has. I love the sound designs, like up there with like TIE fighters. I love Transformers transforming, and there's a lot of transforming going on. And I'll tell y'all something before I wrap up. The secret sauce: no humans. No humans. And they prove to us that if they are to ever do a live action without humans, there is, I mean, it's going to be a big budget because obviously this is nothing but Transformers in the film, but it has just as much heart without humans as you would expect with the film with humans. So I really am happy to say I love this film. Again, it started off like, this is going to be kind of basic, but the way I came out of this film is the same way I came out in 2018 with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Loved that film, did not anticipate to love it as much. The same way I felt with last year's Ninja Turtles Mayhem, like coming out of that just so jazzed and happy. And I hope this film does well because, like I said, I feel like the brand is just so watered down that people may have lost faith and hope in the franchise, but give it hope. go give it a chance. Go see this film that comes out next week because it sticks a landing. It works, and I hope we get more because I'm happy with this film. So that's my thoughts on Transformers 1. Definitely check it out, and when you do, let me know your pros, your cons, what you like, what you dislike. Do you want to see more? Who was your favorite Transformer? And let me know your favorite Transformers films if you've seen them all. Rank them in the comments below. I'll make a ranking in the coming days. But thank you all for watching this Out of Theater Reaction / Review. My name is Elliot from MovieFiles. Hopefully you stick around and check out all of my content because there's a lot coming up. You all are awesome. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next video.